What's up? We're here eventually. It be like that sometimes. All right. In a minute. Boom, boom, boom. We're in it. All right. Let's get set up. I'm going to take down some carbohydrates real quick, some sugars, and then we'll get started. Happy Thursday, Saray. I'm going to eat some fruit real quick. I would usually do this while I'm at home, but I was in a rush today. Got a lot going on, so. There we go. We're just going to knock back two of those. I'm gonna do two. I usually, if I'm doing the fruit cups, it's in fruit juice. It's peaches typically. So I'll do the peaches in pure fruit juice. No added sugar, of course. It's got enough sugar just from the fruit itself. Organic. But if I do the cups, it's 2 fruit cups. If I do a banana, it's 1 banana. If I do like whole fruit, it's usually 1 of whatever whole fruit it is. But all right, let's our fruit down. I'm gonna grab a couple sips of my milk, wash that down. We're gonna get moving. All right, let's mount up. The pre-workout's already set in for the day, so that's good. Hold on. Why is this so far out? Who does this? Who moves a fan like that close to the bench bar? What are you trying to do? All right. Tuck the good old shirt in there. It doubles the strength, right? Let's get it moving. We're going to start with the warm-up while that fruit sugar starts moving through the system. I don't do any added sugars, or very, very little added sugars. So no chocolate Fairlife for me. Protein content on chocolate Fairlife is still good. I just don't do the sugar. So all of my sugars come from fruit. There is a small bit of residual added sugar when it comes to my bread product. I do an organic whole grain bread, but there is a little bit that helps with the rising process with the yeast. So it's almost unavoidable unless you only do flatbreads. So, which I do a lot of flatbread actually. So, what's up, Alex? But outside of that, like a couple of grams in my bread, which I don't always eat that bread, my added sugars are 0. So, yeah, so I don't eat any sweetened things. I don't eat sweetened now, other than my pre-workout. Obviously, pre-workout usually has like sucralose or something in it. Usually a natural or some kind of sweetener that isn't sugar, but no added sugars. So there's definitely some sweetener in my pre-workout typically, but it's always going to be like a sucralose or something that's no actual sugar, you know. So. But yeah, no, I don't do like cake. I don't do like snack cakes. No candy. No pies. No sodas or sweetened beverages. No cupcakes. No muffins. No cookies. So. We don't have any. It's the day before the 4th of July. There's no spotter here right now, so we'll debate that. I make no guarantees on what we're gonna do tonight. So I don't know how we feel either. I'm still waiting for this sugar to hit my system. So I don't drink diet soda either. Nothing wrong if you want to drink it. Obviously, I just don't. I kicked soda a long time ago, and I haven't really found it. I don't have a craving for it, which is nice. So I kind of just avoid it altogether. I would say that the best option as far as soda that I've found so far is the Zevias, the ones that are sweetened with stevia. They're a decent replacement if you're looking for something like that. But I'm not a fan of aspartame personally, so. I'm not a fan of aspartame personally, so. But I know a lot of bodybuilders and a lot of powerlifters that do utilize diet soda in their diet, because it is, no sugar technically, so no 0 calorie technically. I guess they're really more worried about the calories. Honestly, some of the lifters I've seen, if you offer them a bag of sugar but you told them it was 0 calorie, they just put it in their face. They don't care about the actual like health ramifications. Typically, it's all, am I gonna be shredded? it's goals are different, Goals are different. My triceps have mostly recovered from the little bit of soreness from day before yesterday when we went really heavy on the triceps. And I think what ended up actually doing it, I'm gonna be honest. So I think the reason why my triceps got so sore, they weren't extremely sore. Let me rephrase that. My triceps got sore at all. Was we did the tricep extension, which we did a little bit heavy, right? It had a lot more weight available, so it was nice. But we also did that shoulder press at this position here. And I definitely, that shoulder press always has a little bit of a heavier focus on the tricep. So I think doubling those items up, that tricep somewhat centric shoulder press and that machine kind of is what did it. So, all right, let me grab this. Warming up 275. Let's grab it. I'm gonna go a wide grip on this one for the giggles. Been a while since I've done any wide grip work, and since we're warming up, why not, right? Doesn't feel as good, I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't feel as good. So I don't know. I see. I can't prove that you won. I feel like no one's beat me yet. All right, there's no proof. I am the staring contest champion until I have proof that otherwise I've lost. Ugh. I'm holding to my title. I'm holding to my title. My eyes were on fire for that video, by the way. I was struggling at the end of that video. Struggling. It was so bad. I don't even know what. I feel like maybe I could have held him open a couple seconds longer if I tried if I like pushed it really hard, or if I tried a second round. But I wanted to go the full 3 minutes that I could do on the short length, but wasn't no way. Wasn't no way. I promise there wasn't no way. I was like, I could get 3 minutes because that's as long as a YouTube short can be now. And I was like, I can get 3 minutes. I ain't getting the 3 minutes. I got like a minute 20. Oh, it felt worse than, when you're like planking, you're like, God, this is the longest like minute I've ever had in my life. It's like that, but with your eyeballs. It was terrible, terrible. Ugh. All right, we got 315 on here. We're gonna hit it for 1, probably, maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know. We're definitely gonna get 1 for sure. So, all right. Single. We're not gonna wide grip this one. We're just gonna narrow grip it like I normally do. I like my narrow grip. Nice little close grip warm up. Yeah, the shoulders will thank you. If you guys ever have like a shoulder impingement or you feel like your shoulders are just getting worn out on the bench, 99% of the time you're just gripping too wide. So 99% of the time. All right, let's add some more weight. I don't know how much, just an amount. We're gonna add some weight. We'll add 10 more pounds for the giggles, because we can. Because we can. Bear life, top tier, top tier. Oh. Tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to double check. Tomorrow for the 4th, we're going to be at the other gym that we were at the day before yesterday. Fitness Zone is the plan. So I think we're going to go to Fitness Zone tomorrow. Working out with my buddy that's in the Discord again. So I'm also probably going to pick up a membership if they're staffed tomorrow. Because I feel like we're going to be in there more often now. I really liked that gym. I really, really liked that gym. So, all right, let me grab this. We don't do any sets of 15 of anything. In fact, I don't even like eat my food in like 15 bites. It's 7 bites or less. All right, don't do anything over 7. After that, it's cardio. All right, let me grab this. We got 325 on here. We're gonna hit 325 for a single real quick. So. Ugh. Easy 325. Easy 325. With a little bit of tricep soreness. I've got just a little bit of soreness here, in my triceps, of course, and then just a little bit right here, just one side of the chest, a little sore. Nothing major though. I've been waiting for the Fairlife sponsorship. That being said, I may be able to get sorted up with a different sponsorship. I'll let you know if it happens. I'm not gonna say with who, but we're working on it. So I'm gonna give my own codes and everything. It's gonna be a great time. Get y'all some discounts as well. Your left arm. What do you mean not usable? Like, define not usable, because that's a problem. It's just the gym. That's how it is. So all the plates here are a little older, so They mix and match them over the years. This gym's been in this area, like it's a local gym. So when they get new equipment, they don't get rid of the old stuff and just replace all of it, which is fair. So like these were the original plates that were in here, these inside ones here, these Hamptons. And then these ones on the outside are the newest plates that aren't the tiny ones. Because we've even got these like little fitness gear ones too. I don't like these ones as much, but we also have this style, which is also a 45, but doesn't look like a 45 because of the sizing. But they are 100% 45 pounds. I've measured them. So, and then we even have a thin one, which is just the standard barbell plates. We have the thin ones that are also 45. They're definitely 45 pounds. This gym's 24 hours, twins. Plates are not cheap. Plates are not cheap. Good plates, especially. They're good plates. The fitness gear ones look a little wonky. They don't look as heavy as they are, but they are good plates. I use them sometimes on the deadlift when I don't feel like mountain plates because they're slightly smaller, like circumference wise, so they slide on the bar easy. But what's up, David? Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna be going to the other gym tomorrow, I believe. So deep dishes are always nice. What I actually want to work with very soon, I've worked with them before. I want to get a set of 100-pound plates. I need to find a gym that has a couple of hundreds. They just look like fun. They look awesome on video, 100-pound plates. So I want to get a set of hundreds to work with one of these days. I only know of one gym that has the 100-pound plates, so. Oh, I'm gonna be live tomorrow. Yeah, I am doing wings and fireworks though tomorrow. So I will be streaming earlier in the day because at night I want to launch some stuff. I won't launch anything in the air actually. I usually do ground stuff nowadays because the kids like it more, like the fountains. We used to do a lot of fireworks. I do less fireworks nowadays. All right. Ugh. All right, we've got 335 on here, I believe. Probably. We're about to find out, right? Woo! Let's go. Yeah, we can get anything we want here. You get to like the federal maximum grain wise. So we get like 500-gram fireworks. I mean, like show level stuff, or not, I wouldn't say show level, like top tier stuff. Big boxes like this, and you just one light in the whole thing, like 500 shots, right? It's great. That's what it was like in Texas. When I lived in Texas, we couldn't get the big stuff. You could barely get sparklers in Texas. It's so dry out there, you know, like where you're at, same style of like climate, very dry. So like even small fireworks were a big risk. So people still lit fireworks. They were just very careful about it. And not like about actually lighting the fireworks, they were careful not to get caught. So Yeah, they when I was in Texas, there was a pretty big deal if you got caught lighting fireworks. But people would basically bring their fireworks out to the cul-de-sac or the field or wherever they're lighting them. They'd light off however many they could get done, and then you'd see like a cop car coming around the corner, and then everybody would pick their stuff up and run and hide in the garage until the cops left. They can see the burn mark in the middle of the concrete where they've been lighting them, but they just drive by. They knew what was going on. They knew what was going on. I like fireworks, but I like fireworks on the day of 4th of July, right? I light all day on the 4th of July. I don't care, right? From 5 a.m. to midnight, 1 a.m. I don't care if you start lighting at 12 o'clock on the 4th of July, 12:01 a.m., right? 12:01 a.m. to 12 a.m. the next day, right? All 24 hours, light them. Have a great time. It's awesome. But when the 5th of July comes around, stop lighting them. It's just riling up the dogs for an extra day. Come on now. Light all your stuff on the night of. Hear me out, all right? Light all of it on the night of. Yeah, if you have some small stuff like Roman candles and sparklers and like some small stuff, but don't do an entire show the next day. All right, let me grab this bar real quick. All right. 335, 340, 345. We're gonna hit 345 real quick. Hit 345 real quick. Let's go. Yeah, wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. Ooh. Lightweight. There you go, David. I wish we had a spotter. It feels really good tonight. Maybe we'll luck out. It's the day, like the night before the 4th of July. Everybody's off tomorrow. At least around here they are. Everybody's off tomorrow. So I doubt anybody walks through that door. Everybody's probably out drinking. I don't drink, so but everybody's probably out drinking right now. So ugh. I want to hit a heavier one, but I don't think we're gonna get the chance to. I'm gonna drink a couple sips of milk. I see some headlights going back and forth across the parking lot. We'll see if they're stopping here or not. I doubt they are. Nope. Nope. All right. Let's talk about it. We have an option here. So what we think is a better plan. I could drop the weight and just do heavy 315 presses tonight, or heavy 315 singles tonight for like a bunch of singles. Or I could save that energy for tomorrow. We could jump straight into curls when we know we're guaranteed a spotter tomorrow, pretty much. We don't have a spotter, Alex. We don't have a spotter. And the poster doesn't count as a spotter. Save energy? I agree. I think maybe we save energy, right? Who's that? Oh, that's it. Let's save energy. I think you guys are correct. We're not doing any hip thrusts. I promise we're not doing any hip thrusts tonight. You spot me from there. No, we'll save the energy for tomorrow. I'm almost guaranteed a spotter tomorrow. Almost guaranteed. Pretty much guaranteed a spotter tomorrow. Lifting with my buddy from the other night. He's in the Discord. You guys should check out his stuff. His links are in the Discord too. He's got his own socials. But We're gonna do preacher curl tonight, actually. Preacher curl tonight. But we're gonna be lifting with him again, so we have a spotter for tomorrow. Pretty much every lift, the same philosophy. There's really only one lift that changes for. Honestly, and even then, it's the same. It's generally the same philosophy. There's one lift I think I've done differently, but the results weren't better in my opinion. I tried a different philosophy when it came to growing calves a while back, and I went a little heavier on the volume for calves. Didn't notice a significant increase in calf size with the heavier volume, and then went back to heavy weight, and I saw a better result in calf strength and size with the heavier weight, lower reps. So everything's the same philosophy. It's just it works. I am not only a creature of habit, but I'm also very, very results-oriented person. So when something works, it works, you know. So across all lifts, same philosophy for me. That's the short answer. Our next one is 165. That was 135. So we're at 165 on this next one. I'm okay, JL. I appreciate it, but I'm not looking for advice. Yeah, no. So no, obviously I know the differences in the two, as far as like the higher rep ranges and what the difference is. But power is always my key item. But obviously, you know, I did my physique video the other day, and you know, it works for both. The physique is coming along with the strength, which they work hand in hand. You know, when you build strength, you build muscle. It's just. It's called a preacher curl, JL. There's no reason for me to slow it down. It's a powerlifting channel. Everything I do is going to be based around becoming the strongest possible. So everything here is just purely focused in on getting stronger. Physique comes with that, JL, but different type of movement. You can slow your reps down if you want, but time under tension isn't everything, guys. It helps, but not everything has to be time under tension. This big squeeze, this perfect rep. So there's a lot of other factors that people ignore because they've heard every fitness influencer that just opened their account and got their first certification 3 days ago say time under tension. Why? Because it's one of the biggest things in those books, you know. Not necessarily, JL. So if you're chasing a pump, there are ways. I mean, I could show you 2 or 3 exercises per body part that would get you a pump that you don't need time under tension to achieve. But it's one of those things of like, you train specificity. So for me, I'm looking to be as strong as humanly possible. The pump is secondary. No, pumps. Getting a pump is great. Everybody loves getting a pump, right? But Actually, believe it or not, JL, your risk of tear at a full extension is higher than at that partial rep range. So very, very slim amount of additional gain, if any, from going full extension with a much higher risk of injury at full extension, JL. I do this for a living, JL, by the way. I'm a full-time strength coach. I don't need to lighten it, JL. That's light. That's light. So I'm also, a professional powerlifter, JL, like a sponsored powerlifter. I'm doing okay, JL. I'm not looking for advice, I promise. You're welcome to hang out, though. But I'm going to move on. And pumps can be addicting. They can. Because it's one of those things, you always want to look inflated in the mirror, right? You always want to look inflated in the mirror. So... I don't measure my arms, JL. I'm a power lifter, not a bodybuilder. If you want to look at my physique, JL, you can check out the video in my shorts. So you can go check out the video in my shorts if you want to see physique work. What's your bench, JL? What's your body weight and bench? That's what matters here. Strength is what matters on this channel. What's up? What's up? Exactly, David, right? Everybody wants, see, it's crazy how many people associate the same workout principles to powerlifting that they apply to bodybuilding, and that shows that their knowledge base isn't very big. They watch like three bodybuilding videos, and then they watch like a documentary on Arnold, and they're like, I'm an expert now. So, what's up? What's up? How's it going, Hunter? What's your bench, JL? You didn't tell me what your bench was. What's your bench? And yeah, if you are, then you should start a channel, 100%. If you have the same bench, even close, even like maybe 10 or 15, 20 pounds heavier than me even, you should start a channel because that's impressive. Do you have any videos? And do you know your bench press PR? Most people that I ask that always say, I don't bench press for PRs, and that's crazy work. It's crazy work. Okay, so I bench more than 350, JL. I bench 365, and I weigh 178-ish right now. 365 is my current bench, though, JL. And I'm natural, mind you. You just said 350, and that you weighed 50 pounds more than me. You're losing here, JL. You're losing here, I promise. I'll wait for your video, JL. I'll wait for your video. Yep. You 20-inch arms bodybuilder with 20-inch arms that does just hypertrophy time under tension with a 350 bench at 220, but now it's for reps, right? I'll wait for your video. JL, I'll tell you what, you post a video of your bench for, I don't care if it's 350 for rep. I mean, do what you do. I'll come and take a look at it. More than happy. More than happy. $20-inch arms, all right? But he's not a professional. But he also has a 350 bench for reps at 220. But no content. He doesn't have a channel at all. It's crazy work. Never recorded any of his lifts. How's it going? How's it going? No, the beard's probably not growing much more than this, to be honest. I'm gonna actually be getting it a small trim, not like a serious trim, but I'm gonna get it cleaned up. I'm getting a haircut next week as well. So yeah, I'll keep collecting my first place medals at my powerlifting meets, and JL can keep collecting time under tension. I don't know. He like marks it down. Today, I did a curl for 30 seconds each rep. These signs at the end. Sign JL. Little diary. All right. Whee! All right. We're going to hit some shoulders. We're going to take it a little easy tonight. That was a full brick, by the way, guys. I think the full brick. Did I put the fives on? I don't know if I put the fives on. Don't let me lie to you guys. I did. The fives are on there. So that's full brick. Just 3 singles. I am not Amish, and you are aware of that. JL, you're not going to win here. I promise. Promise. JL, I have a fitness shoot that I literally did like 3 days ago. On my channel. You're more than welcome to go watch it. And I am natural, yes, Alex. 100% Alex is correct. But regardless of that fact, regardless of the fact I'm natural, you should go look at the physique shoot. You go take a look. It's all up to you, JL. So I've been good, Tim. How you been? JL's a hater. He's a serious hater. My shirt was off for the physique shoot, actually. Yeah. So go take a look at the shoot, JL. You don't control what I do on the stream. I'm gonna mute you here in a second. It was a little bit, right, Knight? Just a little bit. He doesn't want to go to the physique shoot from 2 days ago, right? From 2 days ago, right? He doesn't want to go to that. He wants me to do it live just for him. Just for him. He wants me to stop my workout and do it live for him. All right, I'm going to grab the 55s and get warmed up, guys. If you really want to see my physique that bad, JL, it's crazy that you've been plugging bodybuilding routines the entire time here, JL, and I'm the vanity guy, right? Crazy. JL, I'm going to go ahead and remove you. I'm sorry that you feel the way you do. I'm sorry you feel the way you do, but I'm going to go ahead and put you on a timeout, JL. JL, when you come back, I want you to be a better person, okay? When you come back, I want you to be a better person, but I am stronger than you. So just remember that. Those are the 2 things I want you to remember. Be a better person, and I am stronger than you. So I'm going to leave it at that. What's up, Mark? Hello, how you doing? I like lateral raises, actually. Lighting is like a key item for when it comes to like physique showing, because you have to have proper lighting. Intense overhead lighting washes you out. It's like part of the entire thing. Even bodybuilding shows, when you get on stage, have special lighting to show physique. I don't do bodybuilding, but I do know that. Ugh. Yeah. 20 arms ain't getting you out the gulag. That is correct. That is correct. Yeah. So, it's one of those things. Intense overhead lighting that gyms usually have, like this here, right? This is like restaurant intensity lighting. This is not gym lighting. These are just the standard lights that were in this building when the gym got here. These are not special gym lights. So this lighting washes you out really bad, especially when you have the complexion of sour cream like me. So I do not tan. Appreciate it. Those are the 75s for 7. We're gonna grab the 90s next. So all right, let's keep it moving. Lateral raise in 90s. We'll work on it. Jay will be here. I feel Jay will be here. He might already be here lurking in the background. Got the 90s. I appreciate it, Pondering. Yeah. Chilling. How you been? Welcome back. I do like weighted dips. I don't know what we're talking about, but weighted dips are always top tier. That's JL's fault. I try and be nice. I do my best. I barely toss them, Eric. I just gradually move them into my general vicinity. How long was I training before I lived 90s? I started doing the 90s, I think, last year, so 4 years-ish. Maybe less, maybe 3 years. It depends on the lift. Some lifts, 90s were doable, earlier than others. But overhead press, I don't think I started touching the 90s till last year. So. Nice. All right. So we're gonna grab the 90 pounds. We're gonna hit it for like 3 reps to assert dominance. Just see how far. I'm willing to bet if I actually wanted to throw them, they sound a lot louder than it's not that intense when they hit the ground. I promise. But I barely toss them. But if I wanted to, I'm willing to bet I could toss this dumbbell pretty across the building pretty well. Get at least half, like 3/4 of the building's distance on the 90-pound dumbbell. Ugh. For a fashion crime? What do you mean a fashion crime? This is top tier gym attire. Oh, you got kicked. I thought you meant me. What, did you wear one of the stringer tank tops? That's what they kick people out for normally, right? Appreciate it, Beck. Crocs? They don't do Crocs? Crocs is like the average lifting attire now, isn't it? Sponsored by Gymshark. We'll work on it, right? I've never owned a piece of Gymshark anything, so they probably aren't going to sponsor me. Maybe I can get a sponsor from like a company that makes khakis or something. Anybody know a company that makes khakis that wants to sponsor a powerlifter? All right. All right, let's grab it. 90 pounds a hand. We're gonna hit this for 3 reps. Yeah. Woo-wee! Talkers. All right. We got next rows. We got rows next. We did cables. No, we did dumb barbell yesterday. No, the tricep bar. We did the tricep bar yesterday. Cables today. Let me grab my milk. All right. Full brick, of course. There it is. How y'all doing? Wooey khakis, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and grab this. We got the full brick. We're gonna hit it for 7 for 3 sets. 7 reps, 3 sets. Some easy rows tonight. I say full brick, guys. Let me specify. It is 210, which is not that bad. This brick is a little light in my opinion. So, but it's the cables we got today, so we're gonna work with it. Yeah. Yeah. So it's all about the pulleys on a machine, right? How many pulleys does that machine have? So if you've got a machine with like 5 pulleys, you're getting like 1/5 of the weight, right? The brick is what it says it weighs, right? So like, essentially, if you take that brick and put it on a scale, it should weigh what the block says, right? That's how much it actually weighs. But once you add in the pulleys to the brick, right, it reduces the resistance at the handle. That's why some machines feel heavier with the same weights, because they have more pulleys. So you gotta count the pulleys, essentially. They try and make up with that with the starting weight, but it's not really that substantial, typically. So. All right, let's grab it. It's hot in here today, guys. This building is warm. It's not that kind of heat, Alex. It's just warm. I think it's like 74 in here. Proper gym temperature is no higher than 70 in my opinion. No higher than 70. So being in the South though, obviously it's not that bad in here, but it's not comfortable. I like a little bit, not cold, but I like that very median temperature in the gym. Because if you're doing it properly, you're gonna heat up a little bit. Your body's internal temperature is gonna rise. So, no, probably won't do any pull-ups tonight. Maybe, we'll find out. That's Jail's warm-up. It's also my warm-up, actually. So, August 16th is my powerlifting meet. I'm getting a lot of messages for a review tonight. Squat 735, but believe it, man, I believe it. It's all these people that come in. He said, essentially, he's got professional bodybuilder physique, okay? Currently, professional bodybuilder physique with 20-inch arms, like at least 20-inch arms, right, is what he said. He said 20-inch arms. He's got, sounds like based on the numbers, right, a professional power lifter total, right? Now, mind you, he has 20-inch arms and he's a bodybuilder, but he also said that he was 220 and held a lot of body fat. I don't understand how those two things work together, but we'll give him benefit of the doubt that his arms are just super cut. I don't know. And then not only that, but he's a professional coach that doesn't coach. So, or doesn't get paid to coach. He coaches for free, I guess. I don't know. There was a lot of things that he said that were counterintuitive to his own sentence, his own words. Yeah, so that's what got me too, David. I'm glad you noticed that. If anybody else read that comment about the 350 bench, he said it's, what was it, 350 plus or something like that, or more than 350, right? He didn't know the number, right? So after you hit a certain level on the bench, you start keeping track of what your last PR was, or at least like what your PR overall has been. You don't hit 350 on the bench without tracking it just a little bit. You don't have to like guess at that point, right? If you're like in the hundreds, the 200s even, or maybe even like the low 300s, you might guesstimate, but yeah, you're tracking. You're tracking. You know what you're lifting. I would be surprised if he lifts at all based on the way he spoke. Maybe he lifts and he just is insecure, and I tried to give him benefit of the doubt, but if that's the case, he needs to just try and do better. So yeah, no, you are keeping track at that point, 100%. But I don't know, he's gone now. He didn't stick around. Most of the people that I put in the timeout corner here stick around so they can keep talking afterwards. He must have gotten upset. He took off. So, all right, let's grab it. Yep. All right, triceps. Let's go. You have a second account. Look at this guy. So we changed it to 225 for 30 reps. What is going on? Oh, Lord.
Not only did he make a second account, but he pretended not to be himself for like 10 minutes. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I do that very often, Beck, but I'm not going to do it at your request. I'm going to be honest. It's probably RPE. I have a physique shoot on my channel, Beck. Feel free to watch it. I'm gonna remove his second account though. He'll probably be back on another one though. He'll probably be back on another one. Boom! Look at that. He's gone again. He's gone again. Please don't. Guy's nutty. Guy's nutty. We're gonna be trimming the beard soon. We're gonna be trimming the beard soon. Not cutting, but trimming. Well, I guess it's cutting. We're gonna be cleaning it up. We're gonna be cleaning it up. But I'm keeping the beard. I'm just gonna clean it up. We're gonna let it keep growing, obviously, but I want it to be nice and even coming in, so we're gonna trim it up. That's what I said, Tyler. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm gonna get a very simple trim on it. That's all. I don't plan on being Amish powerlifting. Milk is top tier, Tony. Milk is top tier. Best beverage. Best beverage. Ugh. All right. Let's hit this real quick. Triceps. Yeah, I like it more than water. I'm gonna be honest. It's pretty hydrating as well. I drink some water, obviously. My favorite beverages in order: milk, water, coffee. Those two are tied actually. And then pre-workout comes in fourth. So. All right, let's hit this. I don't do sugar in my coffee, and I do whole milk in my coffee. I don't do like a creamer. So I just do a little whole milk and coffee. No sugars or anything like that. But I do whole milk. I do whole milk as like a base for my coffee. 100% I would. I plan on getting a cow at some point. It's great, isn't it? It's great. It's a great banner. I don't drink alcohol at all. Zero alcohol for me. No, Eric, I do not. It's not good for gains, but I don't. Some people say it helps with recovery. Not a fan. It's not my gig. It's not my gig. If you're gonna go that route, you're probably better off going the edible route. Save your lungs from the inhalation of smoke regardless of what you're inhaling, unless it's oxygen, it's not going to be great for your lungs. Now, is it as bad as some other things? Sure, no, but I don't have anything against it. That's what you want to do. I don't care. But on the same note, for as far as gains are concerned, smoking anything is going to reduce your gains. Your cardiovascular is going to suffer. So. I would say it's not a net benefit for gains, not a net benefit. The research on that is very slim and flawed in my opinion. I've looked into it, trust me. We're gonna do one more set here. We're doing triceps at the moment, gang. So we've already done most of the workout. We got triceps at the moment. I'm gonna do one more set here, and then we've got squats. What's going on now? When you're lifting pounds, you're also lifting kilograms. It doesn't change. Just how do you calculate it? I prefer to calculate in freedom units. For example, pounds. All right, calm it down, Pete. Keep the chat clean. Keep the chat clean. We're going to squat here in a second. But yeah, I do everything in freedom units. So pounds, football fields. So if I'm doing something for distance, it's how many football fields is it? And if I'm doing something for weight, it's how many football fields does it weigh? American football fields, obviously. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go hit the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. We're back. What were we talking about while I was gone? The chat stay nice while I was gone. I'm sure someone's in here acting a fool.
All right, let's mount up the squat, guys. You want to know the craziest part about the squat rack right now? And you know what? I was going to say no one else has used it since yesterday. There is that vague possibility, though. Notice that this is set identical to where we had it yesterday. Hasn't moved. But those look a little lower, maybe. So maybe it has moved. We're going to find out here in a second. No one squats on the 3rd of July, all right? No one squats on the 3rd of July. I think these are lower. Maybe someone did squat. But if they're short enough that they needed them there, they probably needed to move this as well. So maybe they did something other than squat. Maybe they're short and did shoulder press. Is squat the toughest lift? I wouldn't say squat is the toughest lift. It's not my best lift, but I wouldn't say that makes it the toughest lift. It's just the one I've trained the least. I would say generally squat's a lift that's not difficult for me. I just train, it's been the least amount of time training this movement. So that's why it's slightly behind where you'd expect it to be comparative to like my bench and my deadlift. So it's gonna catch up very quickly though, which is nice. So Monday, Wednesday, today's what, Thursday? So today's Thursday, so we only have squats, we don't have deadlifts today. What is Pete doing? Once in a while he trolls, but once in a while he goes a little. He's talking about eating. Hot Pockets and ramen are not going to be your best bulking foods. They're not super lean calories. I mean, you'll get bigger, but if you join the Discord, Pete, I have training options there. I do train people. Hey, Mason, yeah, I don't plan on it, not with squat. Yeah. All right. Eat a lot of cookies. Okay, so hold on. I'll go into detail on the cookie thing here in a second. Because at one point, prior to me caring about my general health and nutrition overall, and just caring about getting bigger, when I did my first dirty bulk, which I think I've only ever done a dirty bulk, maybe twice. I might have done 2 dirty bulks ever in like 5 years. And they were very close together. During my first bulk, when I was eating super dirty, one of my go-to things was every night when I would get home from work, I was working in automotive at the time, every night when I'd get home from work after the gym, I would eat 24 peanut butter cookies, or I didn't eat all 24, like 18 peanut butter cookies, fresh baked at the house, right? Like the Reese's ones, the Reese's peanut butter cookies. I'd eat like 18 of those over the course of the night, not in one sitting. I could eat them throughout the night. Or I would eat an entire raspberry Danish, and that was like the big calorie input for the end of the night. And then right before I'd go to sleep, I would do a bulking shake that was like 1,800 or 1,900 calories, somewhere in that ballpark. That was how I originally bulked. That and a lot of Taco Bell and Wendy's. Some other stuff, but that was generally it. But that's when I was you guys have seen it. I was 117 pounds at the time. So I was just stacking calories away. And I learned how to do it better, obviously, later on, but it definitely worked. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get it in.
What was it people used to say to melt ice cream? That was one of the things I considered at one point. Once again, before I knew anything about nutrition, people would take gallons of ice cream and like microwave them until they're like just liquidy, and they would just drink them. That being said, there is some health ramifications to drinking plastic that's been microwaved. I don't recommend it. It's also like a one-way street to diabetes. Oh. All right, it's 2:25. We're gonna keep warming up here, guys. Why is it trying to readjust the? There we go. Uh, 4 pounds of steaks every week. So here is the advantages to. I'm going to tell you the one real advantage to protein shakes over regular food when it's whole proteins. So the advantage you're going to have with protein shakes over like any other like whole protein source like meat is going to be, there's two advantages, right? One is how lean it is, right? It's super lean. So unless you're eating super high quality lean beef or lean chicken or something like that, fish, you're not getting the protein to calories generally, right? Because you're gonna have those fats. So the other part to that, right, is the expense of it, right? So with protein powder, a lot of people are like, oh, protein powder is expensive. It's like $40 a jar, $50 a jar. But you get 20 to 30 servings, right? So you're spending on average like $1.80 to like $3, depending on how high quality or what brand you're going with your whey protein. So I challenge you to find 20 to 30 grams of protein in whole food for that cost. It's hard, unless you're doing eggs all the time. You're doing, even then it's not, because you need what are eggs now, like $5 a dozen most places. Here it's like $4.99 a dozen, maybe a little bit less. So you're looking at about the same cost. So protein shakes are a cost-effective way to get your protein. All right, let's grab this 225 real quick. And if you go with the right brands, you could even get your protein per serving down to like $1. I know some protein brands you could get your serving for about $1. Now, obviously, it's probably gonna taste like crap. It's gonna be chalky, but let's add weight. Felt easy. All right, let's go 315, then we'll do a drop set. 315, we'll do a drop set. By the way, those of you that are asking about these plates, this is the other one that we have here, the other 45. It's called a VTX. They're actually half a pound over 45. I measured them because they feel heavier, but it's like almost exactly a half a pound over 45. It's 45 and a half. We don't count the extra half, mind you, but it is 45 and a half. They're not calibrated. We got a lot of different weight plates here, yes. Half pound of paint, yeah, you're probably right. So it just depends. Some days we do go 90 degrees or parallel or below. Some days we don't. We squat 6 days a week, so we change up our depth almost every time. Just depends on the day. But there is advantages to working higher ranges of motion, stopping at different points during the lift, applying the tension under load at different points in the lift, because where you stop the lift, you're going to apply the most tension at that point because you're reversing the momentum. So stopping 3/4 or halfway down or a quarter of the way down, you have the most resistance at that point. Once you start moving or your momentum changes direction, you have less resistance moving, right? Or yes, that'd be the best way to put it. Because obviously when something's in motion down, it is more force coming down on top of you, right? You have the momentum behind it. So. I switch between the two, but a lot of the time it ends up being low bar. It's not something people think about, but it is real. Now, sometimes I just don't hit parallel because I'm not paying attention. That also is a factor. But most of the time, it's purposeful. Most of the time, it's purposeful. It's JL's overhead press? Yeah, for reps actually. He does this for sets of 20 overhead press. Nice, Pete. All right. Go back down to 225, hit a set of 7. We did what did we do last night? We did like what, 230 last night on the squat? Something like that, 235 or 335. Went a little heavier. Not super heavy, but a little heavier. It doesn't fit up there. Lame. All right. Can I get it up there now? Can y'all even see that? I'm trying to troll y'all, but. All right. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on in this chat right now. I'm doing my best to keep up with it. Doesn't seem like anything awful is happening, but I might be missing things. Let me grab this and then we'll lock in on the chat. Give me 1 second. Quick set of 7. What's up, Keep It Real? Oh. Just for the giggles, right, Cowboys? What's up, Martin? Did I miss Martin's message? There you are, Martin. What's up? What's up? All right. Well, you guys know what time it is, right? You guys know what time it is now, right? Everything's going well. Everything's going well, Martin. We're gonna chit chat. I'm gonna drink some milk. We'll chit chat, and then it'll be time to call it for the night. No hip thrusts. No. All right, Pete, I feel like you're trolling. I'm aware that you're trolling. Let's calm it down a little bit. Nope, none of that. Definitely not happening. Promise. What do we got tomorrow? So tomorrow we're gonna be working out with a buddy from the stream 2 nights ago at the other gym. I'm gonna be getting a membership there. I think I talked about this earlier on the bench, so that's gonna be a fun time. We saved some energy, so hopefully we can hit some heavy lifts on the bench tomorrow. Hopefully we can hit some heavy lifts on the bench tomorrow and feel pretty good. We did 345 tonight and it felt pretty good. What is going on in the chat? On the 4th, I may do like some shorts while we light fireworks. That'll be a fun time. I won't stream my fireworks show, but come be with the family. Family doesn't want to be on stream, guys, so we're not going to do that. I'll take some videos of the fireworks, though. It'll be a fun time. We will work out tomorrow. Yes, I will work out tomorrow. I don't miss a workout for the holiday. So I work out at every holiday unless it lands on a Sunday. The only holidays I don't work out on are the ones that land on Sundays. So, but I work out every other holiday. So, I'll probably do something holiday related. Maybe I'll see if I can find me like a American flag hat or something. Like one of the big, you guys know what I'm talking about, the big old, like the giant American flag, not the cowboy style hats, but like the big ball cap ones. Or maybe I'll get a cowboy hat. I don't know. They usually have them at Walmart every 4th of July. Okay. I'll see if I can find like a full American flag suit or something, you know? I do enjoy Thanksgiving. My diet. Forgot to turn my notifications off. They're off now. Or they're about to be off at least. Oh, hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on. Boom, fixed. Probably JL. It was probably JL calling me. You are correct. My number, hold on. My number gets called more than you think. It's one of those things of being a public fitness coach on top of being on social media. So on top of being on social media. All right. We're going to take Pete out of the chat for a little while. It's just getting too much. It was too much earlier. They just put out a bat signal. We need to get I need a bat signal, like a giant jug of milk in the sky anytime I'm needed. Yeah, cow milk, definitely cow milk. Fairlife, if you're watching, I need that sponsorship. Oh, lactose milk, man. Yeah, that's what the place I get it at this food line out here. This is $4.99, almost universally. It's not. It's always on sale, like constantly on sale. So it's $4.99. I buy one a day. So I think it says that it's usually $5.95 or something, but I get them for $4.99. So top tier, top tier. But yeah, so I'm gonna head out, guys. It is time for me to go get some rest and prep for tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a longer stream because we're gonna have 2 lifters. It's gonna be me and of course my buddy from the other night. So tomorrow, expect the stream just to be a little longer than normal. So prepare for that. Yeah, 100%. It's all the grocery stores make that decision, right? So you know they're just adding it to add it. I have no idea what time it's gonna be yet. I've gotta reach out and find out first. Tomorrow will probably be a set time though, because I'll be meeting with somebody, so it'll be a more exact time tomorrow for the most part. So, because I'm meeting with somebody to work out, so it'll be essentially when he's available tomorrow. But it will probably be like still around the same time as last time, which I think we met up at like 9:30. So, but all right, you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And maybe at some point, Eric, I don't have access to a nice trap bar. The trap bar we have here is trash. This is like my least favorite thing about this gym is that trap bar. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate y'all being here as always. 9 o'clock tomorrow, somewhere in that ballpark. I'll see y'all then.